Hello there and welcome to another Coffee with Colin, and thank you for joining me. Colin Farrell spoke at Pendulum Summit 2019 in January of this year in Dublin, and Miriam O'Callaghan was interviewing him on stage, and he said a number of things that I thought were worthy of note. Made a couple of notes. I'd like to share some of those thoughts with you today and give you my interpretation of same, if I may. First thing Colin said was we need to be a little more grateful. Colin has obviously a Hollywood lifestyle available to him, but he's also got challenges. We're all aware that he's got a child with special needs, so he's got challenges in his life too. And I found it really interesting to hear him suggest that we all should be a little more grateful. It's something I subscribe to myself. There is a tendency within me, perhaps within you, certainly within a lot of people, to focus on the negative, focus on the small area of our life that perhaps is out of whack at this time, and ignore the vast majority that is in fact going well. So perhaps we just should be a little more grateful for the fact that we woke up this morning, we woke up and we're in reasonable health today. The second thing that Colin said I thought was really interesting was he said the day has yet to reveal itself. I think Miriam was asking him about his career, asking him, well, where have you come from, where are you now, where are you headed? And he simply said, the day has yet to reveal itself. I thought that was a really interesting phrase. It's true for Colin Farrell, it's true for you, and it's true for me. The day has yet to reveal itself. We don't know where it's going to end up or how it's going to end. The one thing for sure is that if we don't know where we're headed, we will end up somewhere else. I'll repeat that. If we don't know where we're headed, we will end up somewhere else for sure. So you've got to figure out where it is you'd like to be headed and take steps towards that in that direction. And the day has yet to reveal itself. As somebody said, it'll be all right in the end, and if it's not all right, well, it's not the end, right? So if you're going through some stuff at this moment in time and it's a bit frustrating, remember this too will pass. The day has yet to reveal itself, but make sure you know where you're headed, take steps in that direction and keep on stepping. And then the third thing that Colin said was, be kind to yourself. What a lovely sentiment, be kind to yourself. We tend to beat ourselves up. We tend to put a little too much pressure on ourselves to force an outcome, to make it happen. I'm absolutely not one for working 24/7 towards some mad financial goal. It's of no interest to me. Life is for living. The question is, how do you want to live your life, and take steps towards that? But don't force it. Don't force it. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself a break. If you didn't get what you planned to do done today, fine, do it tomorrow. I'm a huge fan of making the week work. That's why Coffee with Colin goes out once a week. It's important to me that I make the week work. If I make the week work, the month will work. If I make the month work, the quarter will work. If I make the quarter work, the year will work, and so on. So, if you don't get something done today, if you don't happen to exercise today, give yourself a break. It's fine. Start again tomorrow. So just to recap, Colin Farrell said, be grateful. The day has yet to reveal itself, and be kind to yourself. And thank you for joining me for this week's Coffee with Colin. Hope and trust you got something from it. If you have done, you think somebody else would benefit, I'd be delighted if you'd pass the link on. If it's your first time here, you like more of this type of stuff, go to the homepage, ColinO'BrienMotivation.com. Leave me some details and make sure you get a link like this every week. Most importantly, please consider what's been shared here today and apply it into your thinking for this next week. And then equally as importantly, come back next week and we share another coffee together and I'll ruminate on some other aspect of life and business. Between now and then, make this week count. Be grateful. The day has yet to reveal itself. Be kind to yourself. I'll see you here this time next week for another Coffee with Colin. Sláinte. I really love great coffee. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.